Hey YouTube, it's Craft Decoder here. I got a question yesterday on the precision low current measurement video about whether or not the instrument that I designed would be able to measure alternating currents similarly as direct currents. And furthermore, would the output of the instrument be alternating current? And the answer to both those questions is yes. I did not know the answer, but I assumed that the hypothesis posed in the question was accurate, but you never know until you test unless you already have tested it before, and I hadn't. So here's the testing setup. I got the waveform generator coming out of the Agilent scope, going into the breadboard via this BNC connector. That's going into an op amp, which is set up as a voltage follower or a buffer, so I can have a low impedance output of AC. And I have that signal, that low impedance AC signal, going through a 10,000 ohm resistor, which is now my precision AC current. And that then goes through the circuit that I showed to you in the previous video, which hasn't changed at all for the purposes of this video. And well, it works. If I put out a 1 volt AC current through a 10,000 ohm resistor, I'm outputting by an AC measurement 99.9 microamps, which is essentially exactly right. You'd expect a 1 volt AC through a 10,000 ohm resistor to be 100 milliamps, and if you can see this, we're right there. It goes 99.9 and then it occasionally bounces up to exactly 100, like just there. So it's real close. It's unfortunately the Fluke doesn't do very precise AC voltage measurements, so maybe I should have swapped these two around so that we could see the accuracy. But yeah, in short, the thing works. We can adjust the amplitude of the signal. Go to, let's see here, let's go to 500 millivolts AC, right about there, and this output's now 50.3, and the HP meter has it at 504 millivolts, and so 50.3 milliamps, or 50.4 microamps, I should say, is exactly the number we'd expect. So it absolutely works, and great question. Thank you very much for posing it. And I'll post a video soon showing off a new version of the current meter on its own custom printed circuit board with BNC input and output. And it's a nice small size. The whole thing will be about yay big. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys in a couple of days. Take care.